Home Affairs will launch the Digital ID to...
Fellow South Africans, my country people, the war has been taken to another level. Remember, I've been warning you that we are at war and there's no neutral ground. If you are not on our side, then you are the enemy and you are making matters even worse. We are at war. There's war between good and evil. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This digital ID system, it's not for your good. It is for evil. Remember, I've been saying to you that we are wrestling against principalities and powers. It's so painful, especially as a South Africa, because our country has been chosen or identified as the gateway for globalization in Africa, in the continent. And guess what? Our very own president is the only president in the entire continent who is pushing the agenda. Yama digital IDs, yama globalist, the agenda yama globalist. That's what is happening. Suddenly, they are introducing the digital IDs, digital driver's license, matric certificate that are digital. SASA applications are going to be done online as well. So many things are going to be done online. And the question is why? Is to give everyone access to the system because the UN is in support of what is happening in South Africa currently. I'm just here to warn our people to say this digital ID, as much as it is packaged, as a solution, as a convenient, it's actually not what it is. It is an agenda that's been ruling right from COVID, right from ama lockdowns. Now the next step is digitalization. The next step is smart cities. The next step is going to be, ama camps. If you don't agree with the system, then you are captured and you are thrown into camps. This is for total control. And it is so painful right now to be a South African because we've been chosen as the destination of globalization, as the gateway to Africa. That is why we find ourselves where we are at. And looking at the ministers, in parliament clapping towards this, selling the country to the highest bidders or to the lowest bidders, it's so painful. I mean, there's so much that the president could have addressed, which are the challenges and the issues on the ground. But clearly, we don't have a government that is in touch with the reality on the ground. We've got a government that is out to push an agenda. And that agenda is an agenda of the globalist. That's what I've been saying for all these years. And it breaks my heart that it's finally here. I think the best thing we need to do is to educate our people, to tell them exactly what this means to them. Let me just go through something that I shared with someone today, at the studio as we were dissecting the State of the Nation address SONA today. You need to understand what it means to you, South Africans. 5 reasons. Of course, I'm the first one to say no to digital ID, boldly so, without fear, without favor. And I would like you guys to reject the system at all costs. And there's a few reasons I'm going to give you why you should reject the digital ID. Of course, this is going to lead to loss of privacy. So everyone will move and purchase and interact, could be logged and monitored. We are going to be monitored, right? And centralized control, meaning whoever runs the system holds enormous power over your daily life. Thirdly, data breaches. Huge databases are irresistible targets for hackers, risking your identity. exclusion. That's point number 4. No ID, no access. People could be locked out of work, healthcare, travel, or even shopping. So I hope this explains to you why they want everyone included. These are the inclusive gangs. Anywhere you hear them talking about inclusive, you must know that those are the people that are for the agenda of the globalists, the elites, the deep state. Those are the people that we are up against, that the agenda that we are up against, that's against the people of South Africa. Freedom erosion. Once digital ID becomes required, reversing it is going to be almost impossible. So I'm just here to say we are not robots. We must reject digital ID. This is beyond apartheid. This is beyond racism. This is modern day slavery. And the sad part of it all, it is the very same government that promised us freedom, that promised us a democracy, that is now in cahoots with the most wicked system called agenda of the globalists. We will be dissecting more of this, but what a time to be alive. What a time to be a South African. If you know what is happening, please take your platforms, share with your families, and let's stand united and reject digital IDs. I also believe, allegedly, that without this digital ID, you will not be able to cast your votes. So literally, we are under siege. That is why I say we are at war and there is no neutral ground. If you're not on our side, you are the enemy and you are making matters worse. Cry, the beloved country, South Africa. Let's stand united. I love you, mother of the nation. Queen Mkize. Shalom, shalom. I love you, Mzanzi. Fellow South Africans, my country people, what a time to be South African. Cry, the beloved country, South Africa. We are in trouble. We are in trouble. We are not safe. The country has been sold to the highest bidder. And what brings me here today is this particular video that really made me so upset. So disappointed. I don't understand. How did we get here? That this government of democracy has weakened our SAPS, has weakened our SANDF, our National Defense Force, to this level. They've reduced them to nothing. Can you believe it that our own soldiers who were guarding, according to this video here that I stitched and duetted previously, they are guarding the Limpopo River that separates us from Zimbabwe. And for some reason, I don't know if they were on that side while they are patrolling in the river on the boat, that they were insulted and having stones thrown at them and insults thrown at them by Zimbabweans across the river. That's just how weak South Africa has become because of globalization system, because of one world order system. Things that these guys cannot do at home because the rule of law in Zimbabwe is respected. Talk less of soldiers. Let's talk about security. They respect the security. Anyone who's wearing the uniform is respected. Police are respected, but they've got the guards to insult South African soldiers and throw stones at them and telling them that this is not your side. For, words that I can't even utter. I'm ashamed. I'm hurt. I'm heartbroken. This is pathetic to say the least. This is what the system means. This is what the system wants. defund the police, defund SANDF, and then let the country be sold to the highest bidder. How do you like it? Where have you ever seen anything like this? Because the constitution, because democracy is studied and everybody knows that kuyazenzelwa South Africa. Kwenza umathanda. Can never have this. Any country can never allow what we are seeing on this video. It's painful. These are our brothers that are being insulted like that. They cannot even defend themselves. They carry guns, they can't use them. Because Human Rights Commission will come and arrest them. So what's the use? What's the use? That's why they put MSANZI there to be the Minister of Defense. We are defenseless. Stooges in positions that matter the most. Security of a nation. The sovereignty of a nation at risk. Because of globalization, because of one world order government, at the expense of South Africans and South African police, South African defense force. What a shame. To the agents of globalization, to the agents of one world order government, parading as leaders of this nation. South Africans, wake up, smell the coffee. We need drastic change in whichever form. We need to be protected. Our children need to be protected. Over and above everything that's been exposed at the Madlanga Commission, they are back there. Go and listen for yourself. Scary information that's been revealed by Patlane there. Is Mbalula going to be arrested? Who's going to be arrested? Who's going to be held accountable? We are seriously in danger and we need change, especially defense. Our country is not protected, and it's the only country in the entire diaspora in Africa that's open to criminality, that's open to illegality, that's open to trafficking, that's open to substance abuse this way. And our police are weakened. They are defunded. They defunded them. They are not supported. They are vulnerable. They are tied by the Constitution. They are tied by Human Rights Commission. How shameful is this video that I just saw here? Let me quickly play this for you guys. And really, 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 we need to rise up. We need change. So we're preparing for this upcoming local elections. Remember, we need change. Do it for the next future generation of this country. Let's see this. Just watch this.
This is not your side. Yes. Take them here. Let's take them here. Get out.
Imagine.
This is not your side. Yes. Take them here. Let's take them here. Get out.
So that boat, they're driving back using insults and stones. It's our South African Defense Force soldiers. Cry the beloved country, South Africa. And if they cannot do it in their country, why in South Africa? Is democracy working for us? Has democracy become the weapon that is fashioned against us as a nation? I love you, Mzansi. I believe in your future. Your future is bright. Mother of the nation, Queen Lebo Mkhize. Shalom, shalom.